Hi friends, strangers, internet. My name's EmilyHanhan. I love colorful makeup and colorful language. And I'm here today with yet another edition of new makeup nonsense bingo. Wow, wow, wow. So if you're new here, I just want to say welcome, first of all. If you are new to the new makeup nonsense bingo world, this is a one part will I buy it, one part anti-haul, one part bingo game, and one part drinking game. A new makeup nonsense bingo is an idea that I created and started doing in partnership with my friend here on YouTube and my friend in real life, whatever. You know what I'm saying. Teresa is dead. And we have gathered on some friends and collaborators along the way. So we also have a video from Lacey of Spooky Lips and Fat Hips and Audra of Audra at Home. All of their information, their videos will be linked in the description box. And if you have found me through any of these three amazing people, also, say hi in the comments. Let me welcome you into this clown zone. If you like colorful makeup, lots of opinions, and cute fat babes, you should also just go ahead and subscribe. We talk about new releases, indie, mainstream, all of the things. It's also a open concept. Anyone can play, any creator can make a video. We have the bingo cards and the community playlist in the description box as well. And if you're a creator and you have a video that you would like me to add to the playlist, just DM me on Instagram or Twitter and I can do that. Or yeah, whatever. Find me on the internet and let me know and we'll make it happen. But otherwise, that's basically it. If you're not new here, I feel like you've heard this intro a million times. So I'm going to do the thing that I've been doing to become my new routine, which is open my bottle of bubbly while you all take a look at the products that I might be talking about this week. Right, there's a tab. Use the tab, Emily. If you are not new, you might be used to the Flying Cork show, but I am so very impressed with myself. Thank you, Audra, for the tip of keeping the little wire cage on, and it helped keep some control. So, on that note, let me know what of this week's releases has you most interested. How it works around here is that Teresa, Lacey, Audra, and I are all picking from the same pool of photos, but, randomly picking. So I'm going to go ahead and see what pops up first so we can chit-chat about them. Let's talk about the new Lunch Meat eyeshadow palette from Rare Beauty. When I saw the first photo of this, my brain is a special place. This is a new 7-pan palette from Rare Beauty, and I get it. I think it's supposed to look like the moon phases, because there's a full circle and then 3 crescents coming from it. But I'm a fat person. And my brain oftentimes jumps to those places. And when I saw this palette, especially the first photo, which makes it look much more warm tone, browns, reds, ruddy tones, my brain went to slices of Italian meats just laid out. What's wrong with me? I don't know what's wrong with me. But this is a palette that's $29. It's 3 matte shades, 3 metallic tones, and a glitter top coat. The newer photo that they show is slightly more interesting to me because it has that purple in there. But I don't know, Rare Beauty, they keep releasing little eyeshadow palettes that intrigue me, and I kind of like what they're doing, but like, I can't shake the lunch meat vibes on this. I don't know. Am I alone? I think I already asked that, but like, I feel alone. Am I alone? Yeah, it's not for me. I'm probably more interested in some of their holiday palettes rather than this. I don't know. That's all I can say. I don't really have any compliments for it, if I'm being honest. Also, it has a glitter top coat, so I'm just calling this pressed glitter. Because pressed glitter in the palette, I hate to see it. That was a weird one to start on. If you're new here, that's me, a fucking weirdo. Now let's talk e.l.f. e.l.f. consistently keeps confusing me. There were many, many years where I was just like, I don't care about e.l.f. e.l.f. can go away. They're cheap, but like nothing drew me in. And then like the last couple of years, they've turned it around. And then they do palettes like this, and I'm confused again. So this is an e.l.f. collaboration with Jen Atkin Hair, who I believe maybe is the owner of Way. I don't know, some hair person. I wear wigs. I don't know shit about hair. So like, this was not a collaboration for me at all. But I also think the hair makeup collab maybe is a little weird. So there's the Let's Elfing Do It palettes for $14. There's 2 palettes, and each one has 4 eyeshadows, a bronzer, a blush, and a highlighter. And then there are lip duos that are lip liner and lipstick combined. There is a hair and brow pomade. It's a clear brow gel, but I guess you could also like put down some of your flyaways. And there's a Mist Me and some liners, some zero effort liners. I think it's just the way these tones are just so very monochromatic. I don't know. I'm just very, very tired by the face and eye palette combine because it never quite works. Even if it's a collaboration with a more modern human being, there's something about it just visually that feels like old e.l.f. And I feel like e.l.f. has like scrapped and fought their way into being more of a modern budget brand, a modern affordable brand. This palette packaging just feels really old, like old e.l.f. or Wet n Wild or that kind of aesthetic. So I say this a lot. It's just not for me. It's not for me. But I can also appreciate like a well thought out collab when they happen, and this is a big shrug. And it's a collab with somebody not known for their makeup, which is no shocker here. Didn't make space for photos, but now I did. Oh, Fenty. So Fenty has the new Glossy Bomb Dip that some of us were not sure if this was an April Fool's joke or not, because it's the gloss that we love now in clip-on packaging. It's $19, which I think is the existing cost of the gloss. But like, it's not just clip-on packaging. It's dip your grubby fingers into it gloss. Fenty is 33% bad products, 33% good products, and 33% fucking gimmicks. I have a hard time thinking the summer, the hottest, stickiest, sweatiest, makeup meltiest time of the year is the time to release a gloss that you clip onto your body that you also dip your finger into. It truly spells lip gloss all over you in a not fun way. And I really fucking like the Fenty Gloss Bomb, but it's also the kind of texture that I would not want to have to dip my finger into. And maybe they've changed it up. I just don't want it. It's just a mess. It's no. And here's the thing. This is same shit, new packaging, like to a T. They were like, let's just make this gimmicky clip-on packaging and throw the same gloss bomb in there, and then we'll sell twice as much of the original Fenty Gloss Bomb to everybody. I'm good. I'm just gonna stick with my gloss that has the doe foot. Now here's where I am a total clown. So Dior has shown these two palettes, these quints, and first of all, I'm mad that they are the fall collection. It's the Birds of a Feather 2021. I just want them. The bottom palette, the green. Do I have like 20 of those greens in single shadows alone in my collection? Yes. But did they also do something that's slightly more different in terms of a little capsule color story, and thus makes my fucking lizard brain go, gimme? Yes. Even though those bottom two colors look really, really similar, which annoys the shit out of me because I know Dior is not cheap. But like, drunk me would buy the shit out of this on a bad day. Just paid and very drunk, I would probably end up with that bottom palette. Because they also all look sheeny, shiny, metallic, glowy. I'm a clown. Okay, let me ask you this. Have you ever had an interaction with a person, or you've just seen a person that just makes your body want to like concave on itself, and perhaps makes your private areas want to like crawl up into themselves because they are so like uninterested to the point of being repulsed? That is me right now with the Friends X Makeup Revolution Collection 3. Friends has released, or Makeup Revolution and Friends, they have released 2 of the larger Forever Flawless, I'll Be There For You, and we were on a break, eyeshadow palettes, and then 9-pan palettes for $12 each, and then a lobster mirror and sponges and sheet masks and setting sprays, and then full sets. I cannot resist saying this every time this topic comes up. Friends was not funny. I did not enjoy Friends. I don't enjoy it now. This is the definition of a collection not for me. But I also think it's fascinating how quickly they're turning out these collections. Like, this could have been like a collection a year, and instead it's like 3 collections in what feels like 6 months, and it's a lot of product in every collection. And I get it, that's Makeup Revolution's whole fucking thing, but my body kind of concaving in on itself in repulsion, that is me right now. This is the prime moment for me to say, Makeup Revolution, go the fuck away. Please and thank you. And you're lucky I said please. Of course, I'm the haughty bougie bitch who has 2 pretty fancy releases where I'm like, give it to me right now. Gucci is releasing Rouge Debut Brilliant. Okay. We're not doing that. Gucci is releasing Rouge de Beauty Brilliant Glow and Care. I know that was probably not correct, but you heard what I was trying to do. This is a lipstick that provides up to 24 hours of long-lasting hydration and shine, luminous glowing finish, long-lasting shine, serves as an in-between for a sheer and satin lipstick. Now, the Gucci lipsticks are $42, and this is no different. They also keep releasing like different packaging for each of the different formulas, which I love. I don't necessarily love all of the packaging choices, but I love that aesthetic. I'm a creamy, glossy, balmy lipstick hoe. So of course, this is giving me very strong put it on my face vibes. Yeah. For $42, even during the Rouge sale right now, for like $34, it's still, I think it's a no. I want to wait for reviews, but like, if anyone feels like, you know, gifting me a color or 2, I'm here waiting. Honestly, I'm intrigued by Gucci formula, and I either want to try this or I want to try the formula that Hannah Louise Poston raves about. That's like, I think in between this formula and like their matte formula, where it's kind of shiny, but it might have a little bit more color impact than these. Anyway, tell me, is there a Gucci formula that I should try? You know, when I want to waste my money, burn it. Because I'm kind of ready to do that. Because I'm a clown. And next up, for the ugliest palette of the week, we have Be Perfect and their new Manifest Dream Big collection. That's a Manifest Dream Big. Okay, well, that's a choice. This palette, I want to burn it with fire. It's really ugly to me. Like really ugly. Like, I can't. It's really ugly. It's a 30-pound palette with 35 shades, 7 different formulas, matte, pigments, sparkly shadows, duochrome foils. Oh, there's a matte cream base and a smoky shadow base. Or no, I don't know what it is. And then a shimmer cream shadow and a shimmer gloss shadow. I know I'm being very dramatic, but I don't like it. Huda keeps trying to put little cream and gloss things in with palettes. Be Perfect is trying to do it too. I want to burn it with fire. It exhausts me. Looking at this palette exhausts me. It's out now if you want it. But like, and Be Perfect has done some pretty palettes. I mean, their palettes all tend to be too big for what I prefer, but they've done some pretty palettes, and this is just, I actually need to stop looking at it because it's just, no. And I guess I'm calling it an oversized Morphe palette because that's what it feels like. What is up with this week? after I just finally got over that Be Perfect palette. Another release that disturbs my soul is Winky Lux has 2 Neapolitan-inspired lip products that they've launched. They have a balm that's like 3, it's the strawberry, vanilla, chocolate, but it's together as like a solid balm that you can apply to your lips, which will probably look like, if it has any pigment to it at all, some weird neutrally color. But it's the gloss that disturbs me again to my soul. This has 3 layers, has the chocolate, the vanilla, and the strawberry. Here's the thing. It's a doe foot gloss. You pull the wand out and it pulls product kind of from all the way up. The chocolate is at the bottom. I dare somebody to post a photo after using this gloss 5 times. Even once. Because as you pull that wand out, obviously this is not gloss, but as you pull it out, it's going to pull the brown up through the milky white and pink gloss. And it's just going to instantly look disgusting, I swear. Disgusting is the word of the night. And they even had the audacity to show this marketing photo with the coconut Neapolitan like trash candy, which I adore and I have a nostalgic connection to. They had the audacity to show this disgusting gloss with that, and also to show the gloss on the lips with just the strawberry, and I'm like, it's not gonna work that way. I hate it. I hate it. We have, you know, as Teresa would say, our Lord and Savior, as I might say, Satan incarnate, Colourpop, with some new brow products. So they have released a Feather Effect brow brush with a spoolie and I guess a pencil. But the most interesting part of this release is the styling wax that they have released. So it's the Feather Effect styling wax, and they have a clear one and a tinted one. It's supposed to tame and taper your brows, formulated to provide strong yet flexible hold, all day wear, growth peptides, and nourish and condition brows, blah blah blah. I actually don't hate this. I wouldn't buy it. Okay, I've tried the Patrick Ta water activated tinted brow wax, or brow whatever. I personally didn't think it wasn't enough pigment for me. I like a brow gel. I am curious to see the styling wax with tint thing hit the like budget market. I still don't think anything is going to outdo my desire and want for just a brow gel, a good tinted fibrous brow gel, but I'm intrigued. But I'm also still not. Me and Colourpop are still, they can do what they want to do. I'm good. But it's like I don't hate this, and I know 2 new makeup nonsenses in a row where I didn't totally roast Colourpop. Also, this has been the only thing I think Colourpop has released in 2 weeks, which, thank you. It's time for more booze, because these makeup brands keep collaborating with people where I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. And this week, it's Wet n Wild collaborating with Spongebob. So Wet n Wild has released a
Day 2
nautical nonsense eyeshadow palette, all kinds of sponges for $5 each. There's Patrick, SpongeBob, and Squidward.
Day 3
There is a pineapple sponge case, sponge and brush cleansing pads that are burger shaped, a sponge and brush cleanser, a yellow SpongeBob highlighter,
Day 4
a sandy kabuki brush, a SpongeBob flat kabuki brush, sprays, and more.
1 eternity later.
Okay, I I don't know. I watched a teensy bit of SpongeBob, and I started to understand the memes in the last 5 to 10 years more than I ever really watched the show. So I kind of sort of understand the cultural importance. I'm not a sponge user, but I do think the sponges are appropriate. I don't care. Okay, I'm admitting it. I just don't care. I was trying to feign interest in any of it, and I just don't care. I don't. And I know part of this is that I have very specifically gone from like a Wet n Wild fan to being like completely just done with Wet n Wild. And like I was like, no, they're so good for the money, they blah blah blah. And then like I hit a wall where I had bought way too much Wet n Wild shit, and I was like, my feelings have changed. I don't like this. So in a different but similar way, in that I want to resist Colourpop in the way it activates my shopping brain, I also resist Wet n Wild. But also, I just don't care about SpongeBob. Enjoy it. If you are excited, if you bought all this, if you're super fucking into it, great. Awesome. Teresa said it best though. Us old bitches. Give us Pete and Pete. Are You Afraid of the Dark? Clarissa Explains It All. Holy fucking shit. Clarissa Explains It All was the first iconic film in my life where I was like, leather jacket and combat boots. But also like doing other things that are more feminine too in their style. Besides my queer awakening as a child, I just would like more actual 90s inspired stuff done well. Aren't we in power by now? Aren't some of us older bitches in power by now that we can make that happen? It's also a cash grab, which is fine. A lot of things are cash grabs, but that's what I'm calling it. My Lord and Savior, Lethal Cosmetics, has a new product that they have released. It was live as of today, which means it's live for you. This is Glitch, their brand new mind-bending multi-chrome liquid eyeshadow formula. They are saying you can layer with the powder, you can make it with the gel liner, or you can put it on your lips with a lipstick. 2 years in the making, which Tyrion is not respecting my boundaries, but is he ever? No. 2 years in the making, which unfortunately we're keeping all that in. Unfortunately gives me very much Jaclyn Hill vibes. So lethal. Okay. But anyway, it's a liquid eyeshadow. They have released 7 shades. 4 which are actually, it's like 3 that are like black based, 1 that's like more of a neutrally based, and then 3 that are more pastel. No. We can chill. Can I hold you? Let's see how long this lasts. So anyway, these Lethal Multichromes are live now. They're 21 to 24 euros each. And they look pretty. But I gotta hold to my my guns, my whatever. I said this about Natasha Denona. I've said it about Ciate, about Dominique Cosmetics, about Stila even. I am not here for liquid eyeshadows. And I think that liquid multi-chromes are far too expensive for their shelf life and theoretical functional behavior. So Lethal, even though I adore you and I respect what you do, I don't love this release. And I think especially when it comes to like pastel and iridescent shadows. So with black base multichromes, I've struggled and I've had issues with bases and creasing and blah 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 blah. But when it comes to, you gonna move? No? But when it comes to pastels and iridescence, I find them to be pretty easy to work with as powders. So I want to love it. I just generally do not feel super positive about liquid eyeshadows. I'm definitely in that camp of like, hey, Lethal, if you ever wanted to send me PR and I will test them out for you, I would happily do that. And maybe you can convince me that your liquid multichromes are worth it. But right now, for me, I have some powder multichromes and I'm trying to just use those and take advantage of those. I love you, Lethal, but this is just not the release for me, even though all the multichromes always make my heart go pitter-patter. And it seems appropriate that the love of my life, multichromes, would give me bingo. It is funny because as we were gathering releases for this round of video, I feel like Audra and I both shared that feeling of like, this is a boring round of releases, and I do agree with that, but sometimes those boring cliches just hit the mark on the bingo card perfectly. So yeah, that's it. That's bingo. That's new makeup nonsense bingo. Let me know, are there any products that you were just like, you are wrong, this is my opinion about it? Share it in the comments below. Don't forget, if you have not watched Audra or Lacey or Teresa's videos, they are all linked in the description box, and that is part of your responsibility. Yes, I'm putting that on you. If you have not seen their videos, go watch them. And if you're new here and you enjoyed my drunken clown self, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Omnivorous. Perhaps become a patron or a YouTube member, because y'all make my world go round and I adore you. And if nothing else, don't forget to take care of yourself better today than you did yesterday, because you're worth it. Bye, friends.